A2000 EST. OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I'm with my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, see the kingdom, why you simping, for real. Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision and you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on. So they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and then you hear that click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan.
Yo, what's pop?
Yeah, no plan.
Yeah, no plan.
Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned A, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Hey, we saving souls on the campus. Hey, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Hey, thank you, Lord, I should like a praying mantis.
Recording in progress.
Just trying to see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land. Back to the beach, back to the sand. Is back to the. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.
All right. How y'all feeling? Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday? Wednesday? Thursday? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Let's go. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's get started.
Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I sign with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet. Talk about the things they're gonna say when they see me, and when they see me, they just dap me up and say good to meet me. I keep it going, flowing over this and make it look easy for me to say I do this every day of the week. I'm eager to be the one they talk about when all said and done with it. I'm the feature that they want, but then they don't when I come with it. I'm a scene, still a seat, fill up all right. And I ain't leaving no crumbs, so you know when I'm done with it. I'm a new school vibe.
Let's run it.
So great, stay paid by the boatload. Don't go chasing away from.
Let's run it. Let's run it. I got the bag. I'm back to just double it. Yes, sir. W's in the chat. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. Gold buys. Money, money, money. Money, money. All right. Y'all ready?
People praying for my downfall, but the only thing that I'll be down for is being top 5, but like down 4. I'm down to earth like the ground floor, but I've been flying so long, I tend to ask people, what's the ground for? Man, I'm only headed up, see my flow volcanic, this the fire I erupt. Heard the fans getting rowdy cause they haven't had enough. You know I'm running the city, you just running out of luck. Yeah, I said that with my chest, I flow hard, it's no wonder they easily impressed.
W.
I'm so far, but I'm always coming back with something fresh, I never rest. Where you'll never catch this ego in a nest, I invest my time in a booth, I find a beast, I use
all right, let's lower this. How you guys doing? Good to see y'all. Ready to get started? Let's do this. Let's do this. Silence. All right, perfect, perfect. Blowing up like Violet. How you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Thursday is what I hear today is. Hope you guys are well. I think most of y'all are in the gold buys. Johnny Gems and them about to close partials, I think. But yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Good trades in London. Good trades in pre-New York. And now we see New York Open doing something here for us. So very nice, very nice. Let's see what we got. We got news coming out here. Who we got in the house? Zyper in the building. What up, Zyper? What up, Engineer 14? Jessica Lake, Bear Berry in the house. What up, Ava? What up, Elijah? Yo, yo. Who else we got here? Stevie Mack in the house. Mr. Lopez. PM Magnifico. Sandman's in the building. What up, Sandman? What up, Real Sam? Arrow Sassy's here. Jay Coops. Jay Coops. All right, well, I wanted to get out of that before news came in, so we'll see how news comes in. We'll do a fresh analysis here on gold in just a moment. We'll take a look at GBP, JPY. Nah, I'm just kidding. We'll take a look at NQ here today as well, and we'll see what else we can find out of the markets. I am green on all of my XFAs here, all of them. Yeah, we're making money today. We're making money today. Yesterday we had to pay. You know, we had to pay the fee a little bit yesterday, but today we making money. We making money. All right, let's go ahead and get started. What's up, Lee? Yo, yo. Your fake out setups just got me funded. W, Martin. What up, Maiko? All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's pray real quick, and then we'll begin here. Father in heaven, Lord, we just thank you, Lord. I thank you for the individuals that are coming in and out of this live stream today, Lord. I pray that you would do something deeper than just help them in their trading, Lord. I pray that you would mend their hearts, mend their minds, Lord. Touch them, Lord. Get close to them, Lord. We just thank you for your presence. We know that life is so much better with you than without you, Lord. So we just give you the glory. We know that you bless us with all good things. And even during times of trial and tribulation, we know that those moments are to test our quality, to help us rely on faith, and more importantly, to stand back and watch you do a miracle, Lord. We thank you for the miracles that you've been doing here, and I thank you for the miracles you've done in my life and in the life of all the others in attendance today, Lord. So we thank you for it, and we just give you the glory for your presence here today, publicly, in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's do this. Let's do it. What a hand. The hand of God is moving, eh? What a work of the Lord. I'll be honest, you guys have heard me say this from day one. I'm really not that good. You just continue to see the Lord's hand at work in my life, and because it's at work in my life, it's at work in your life. And that's the coolest part about this is community. You know, iron sharpening iron. Way to go. I'm very, very proud of this community. We took a couple losses this month, took them like champions. Had a red day yesterday and got it right back today. So, yeah, let's keep moving here in the week. Week is almost over. Today is Thursday. It is March 20th. And it's another day, another opportunity for us to be patient and disciplined and move about our business like 8-figure traders here, right? So 20th of March, we've got some 8:30 news coming in right now. That's going to be unemployment claims, and that should give us some volume here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the technicals. If you guys can, give the stream a like. I don't think we have much happening tomorrow. We don't. I'm not going to invite the clubhouse yet because they're still over on the other call, on the pre-NY call. And it looks like they're chilling in profits on these gold buys. So I guess John's going to hold his or for news, but so far it looks good. I think they're about 30, 35 pips in profit. I closed my full position. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So we'll invite them in just a moment. I'll send the link out so that way they have it, and then yeah, we'll just move along here. 1 second, let me just send the Zoom link. Boom, 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 bam, boom, got it, boom, done. Music, bam, perfect. If you guys aren't in our free Discord, click the link in the description, join our free Discord. Damn, how many people are in the Discord? How many people are there? I think last time I checked it was like 6,000. Okay, 8,700, almost 9,000 traders in the Discord. So yeah, join the free Discord. Let me send this Zoom link out for the clubhouse. Boom. Whenever you guys are ready. Whenever you guys are ready. Okay, cool. All right, so let's get started here. Let's see. I'm still in the same buys. Nice. Yeah. They're holding, or at least some of them are holding. I think partials is coming up for them now. So, let me see here. Oh yeah, John's break even now. So yeah, price taking off here. So let's go ahead and talk about our day in front of us here today. So this is gold. Let me just lower the music a little bit. Boom, boom. All right, cool. Yeah, we got 2 TT streams going right now. Yo, this is fly. I don't think we've ever had this before. Damn, that's lit. These guys are flying in profit. So basically the entry was on the break of the highs right here for like a celery play. So this is what the trade's looking like right now that we took in the clubhouse. Yeah, something like this. I believe I think John's closing partials somewhere around here. Yeah, so that's the trade. Straight money. Yeah, 60 pips ish. So okay, cool. So let's run a fresh top-down analysis here. Let's talk about gold, and let's see what we can plan here for the remainder of the day here. So daily time frame on gold. Like obviously we've been pushing up. We're super bullish. Price is not letting up, right? We came down here. We made a low. We never broke the daily lows. We already broke the daily highs, before. So we'll see if we can come back up now and start to break that high and move up to new highs, pretty basically, right? Gold just keeps making new higher highs and all that. So let's see if we can do that. Let's go ahead and look at the 4 hour. So look at this. This is exactly what we anticipated the 4 hour candle doing, right? So that's why we were looking for the longs down here, looking to go long. You can tell that we're running right into that resistance here. Your 4 hour candle has no top wick on it, just ran down like that. So when you know what you're doing, higher time frame, lower time frame correlation stuff, this is such an easy move to pick out, right? So that's been a little bit of the bias here for the last couple trades. It's just the fact that the 4 hour is going to get ready to pull back there with no top wick. So yeah, they hit TP there. So okay, so let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour looks really good. This was my position, so I didn't get in off the celery here. This one here, I actually got in off of this 1 hour like inverted celery deal. So that was my trade. TP was hit. Now we're just moving up, right? So we're coming into this overall resistance level now, and we'll see how we perform there. I would expect price to keep moving bullish today, but we are coming in. Last time we were moving up pretty bullish. You came right into that zone and then just dropped. So now that we're going to come right into the zone, we need to pay attention to what happens here, and then we can react to it, whether it's going to move back down or, you know, break the highs and continue up there. So that's basically what we're looking at here on gold at the moment. And we'll see what happens. We'll see this 4 hours turning around here. So we'll see if we can start moving up and break the highs there. And you never know. I mean, this 4 hour candle we still have hour and 19 minutes left on it. You never know. This 4 hour candle can do something just like this, all right? Especially on gold here today. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. I am very bullish. I will sit tight and wait for new opportunities to show up. I just got out of this trade, so let's see what happens if we can create a new little resistance here, or support I should say, to close back above. Then we have new targets there. So that's yeah, that's the analysis on gold right now. Just we'll see what happens on this push up. We're all watching you, Johnny Gems. All All right, cool. Yeah, they should be making their way over here pretty soon. And oh, actually, 40 of y'all are here. Damn. What up? Yeah, so basically my trade went something like this. Boom. Kept stops pretty tight. And then, yeah. My partial TP was sitting right here. And that was it. Hold on, John's talking to me. What's he saying? What? Alright, cool. Yeah, so that was it. Now we'll see where we go from here. We'll take a look at NQ in just a moment. Yeah. Alright, here they come. Here they come. Here's the influx. Rafi said from one Zoom to another. Yo, we've been on, literally we've been live since 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. We've been live for 6 hours basically straight right now. London ran into pre-New York, and pre-New York literally ran right into New York. Yeah, we've been live for a minute. I have not left this space since 2 o'clock in the morning. Now that's what you call stream hopping, baby. That's the way to stream hop. You know what I mean? You got a Zoom link hop. Guys, if you aren't in the clubhouse and you want to join our basically 24-hour live streaming network, join us today. That's real stream hopping right there. W, the London buys were really good too. Took London buys as well. It's a 30-minute buy off support. Oh wow, this is beauty. We got a beauty. All right, who's here today and who's got good questions? Well, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time, but not a long time. Yeah, that's true. At least you're stream hopping all within the clubhouse. Yes. No, literally, like London started, and then we waited for the sells to play out, and then took the buys in London, and we shut down London and literally just started from New York, pre-New York. Yeah, so let me just screenshot this so I have it for my data. But beautiful idea, money idea, just straight up like 4-hour candle, no top wick, anticipating that with London open. London open, you close 1 hour inverted celery. You need that top wick on the 4-hour. Yeah, break of the highs right there. Pretty simple. Wait for the lower wick, break the highs. Full TP for me is the 4-hour candle flip, which it already flipped right there, and that was it. It was out. All while taking a shower. Hey there. All right, let's go over to NQ here, and let's take a look at what we got. So, okay, cool. So NQ might be setting up here too. All right, let's get rid of all this. So daily time frames pretty bullish. We are kind of caught up in this range here, which isn't a bad thing, but you're kind of choppy, right, on the daily. I mean, it's the daily time frame, so we're still most likely going to take trades. Doesn't really matter. You got room within here, but this is your chop here, your daily chop. I think tomorrow, if we can get a bullish closure outside of the range for tomorrow, I think that would lead us to the green pastures a lot better, right? Because you know what I mean, you get the official breakout there. So we'll see what happens. Today might be a little tricky, a little tied up here in that daily range, but all in all, same deal here, right? 4-hour candle not having a top wick. You got a 4-hour support sitting right here. We have not closed below it. No top wick, no top wick. We are bullish on the day, so if we begin to start flipping and all that, it looks pretty good. 1 hour also has support here. 30-minute also throwing like a celery play. 15-minute closing bullish. So yeah, this ain't that bad either. So let's see. I'm gonna wait for a 30 closure, being that I'm literally thousands of dollars in profit today. So I want to make sure the next trade is gonna be a good one. If we can close above here, then I think we could run up, give that 4-hour candle a top wick, just like we did there on gold. Just like we did on Goldie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you guys doing? You guys taking any trades here today? I want to see some good questions. I'm in the mood to pour my heart into y'all today. If you guys got questions, I got answers. You ain't going to see this done, man. You ain't going to see this done out here. You're going to go to all these other streams and all these other communities, and they're going to be like, stick to asking me trading questions. Yo, I got y'all. This is different. I'm pouring my life into you guys, pouring my life into this community. So I want to answer your questions. I want to get you guys up and rolling. I don't even care if it's trading. I don't care if it's mentality. I'm here to help. Here comes the question. Do you think impatience for success is a bad thing? Dun, dun, dun. I want to kick my own rear end getting out of gold. That's fine. You know, you got that. That's why I love when John says, here we are at break even, guys. If you want to go, you can go. How you doing, AB Mike? What's up, Energy? Energy was in that trade. That's how you know it was an AA plus trade. Energy ain't getting in no trades that ain't A plus. She gets in the trade, I add a contract. Nobody knows nothing. What was the reason why trades were open still during news? I thought we were supposed to avoid. Yeah, we just decided to keep them open. We thought it would be a good idea to let them rock. We thought it would be a good idea for comics open to push us, and then news give us that extra push to give the 4-hour candle a top wick. So today we just happen to be in profits. Usually if I'm in a trade already and we're in profits, like by the time news comes out, then typically yeah, I would just hold it. Especially we're all green on the day. We all took profitable trades already, so this is probably most of our second trade that was in profits, so just risking a little bit of those. When to target huge wick fills during high times of volume. High volume, when you have a wick to get filled, it's going to get filled during a high time of volume. Can I check my DM? Yes, I think you asked me that yesterday. I'm sorry, bro. Do I ever close positions in drawdown after they hit full TP? I mean, oh, sorry. Before they hit full stop loss? Yeah, I do. Yeah, sometimes I'll manage it. Like, let's say let's say you have candles that look like this, right? A little trade management here. So let's say you got candles that are bullish, right? And your stops are, maybe you're entering a trade right here, right? So you're in the trade, looks like this. Entries, let's say here, stops are below the previous candle low, and then whatever, let's just say you got a big TP up there. So let's say if there's a range here, which we kind of took the breakout from, say the range, let me make it white so it looks better. Boom, right? So let's say there's a range there, and my stop loss is sitting below this 1 hour bottom wick. So let's say 1 hour bottom wick sitting right here, right? Something like this. Let's move it down a little. So if this candle, the current candle, right, the one that I would be in the trade on, let's say that candle starts going into profit, but then starts breaking its own low, and at the end of the candle it closes back below the range like this. That's the only time I'll typically close out the full trade, because I know if we're ducking back down, breaking the low and closing back below the range here, then most likely the next candle is going to move down, right, to fill a little bit of the range and most likely hit my full stops. So if the candle, meaning this one, is going to close back below the range, then that's when I tend to get out. So I'll get out right here, and then, you know, look for the next best trade. So those are usually the only times I get out. Sometimes what happens is, if you're going to manage based off closures, you may break the low, right? So that's why I wouldn't maybe get out. You may break the low, but then continue to remain above, right? Because this has happened to me also many times, where I'm going to close the position if, big if, right? If the 30-minute or whatever candle I'm looking at starts coming down here, right? If it's heading towards my stop loss, there's usually nothing I could do. But then if it closes back above, I'll get out right there. But sometimes what's going to happen is you're going to come down, but that closure is going to close above the range, and then you already know what setup that is. So therefore, as long as the candle is going to stay above the zone on the closure, then I'm going to stay in that buy and then hope to see something like this, right? Celery play on the next candle. So yeah, it just all depends on the uniqueness of the trade, the range, and how I'm looking to manage it. But those are typically, when I close before I hit stops, they're typically closures like that. Took the same trade, but on the 30-minute, how can I get out of the break-even trade? You break-even to profitable. You have to examine your losses, and then see which ones are stupid losses and which ones are good losses. Yeah. Who's the trader with the best success rate to start the year? Me. In the whole world, it's me. So like when it comes to getting at a break even, like I've explained this a few times, but for some of the newer guys, if you make $4,000, right, that means you clearly know what you're doing in the market. The only thing that you don't know how to do is keep it, right? So if you made 4,000 and you went break even, that means you made 4K and lost 4K. So what does that equal? 0, 0, right? So that's break even. So the idea now is to this $4,000 right here is not something to just look past, right? You have to go into these trades. So let's say you look at that 4,000, right? And out of the 4,000, that was maybe 5 or 6 trades, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are the 6 trades that took $4,000 back from you. So now you have to go identify in these 6 trades, which ones should you have actually been in, and which ones were you just kidding yourself, right? And you're gonna find those trades. You're gonna find trades that you're gonna look at and be like, what was I doing there? That wasn't a part of my plan. So let's say all 3 of these trades were not part of your plan. These losses were all good. They all followed the playbook, your playbook, right? But these ones were just, you look back and you go, what the hell was that? What was I even thinking there? Like, who even took those trades? You know, you guys know what I mean, right? Or am I the only one who's ever taken stupid trades? So these are what we call stupid trades. And the reason we call them stupid trades is because they're robbing you. Or I should say, you're robbing you when you take them. So you basically took smart trades and then gave them back with stupid trades. So the idea is to stop the stupid trading, right? And lock in on the smart trading, aka your playbook. So go into your losses, identify what trades were stupid trades, what trades were against your playbook, and then you have to work on getting rid of them, eliminating them, because you'll start to see the same common mistakes over and over. Like for me, it would be like taking a trade that's still in a consolidation range, right? Taking a buy when the candle closed bullish here, even though we weren't above this yet, or maybe we were above it and there was no wick at the top, so price activated me and then closed back in the range. Those I would consider stupid trades that would take my money away. So you got to eliminate them. It's a process of awareness and then elimination. So once you become aware of them, you can start, beginning to eliminate them, right? So that's what I would recommend. And, stand on business, man. Respect your plan. Respect your trading plan. And if it is a profitable trading plan, then it should bring you profits. Are we going? Let's see. How do I get rid of hesitating placing orders? That's a good one. So what I would do is I would start to place limit orders. So once this candle is making a bottom wick, if your playbook now calls for entry on the break of the high, just set the buy stop and then let go. Like literally, like I set this buy stop. Once we came down and make that lower wick, I just came from working out, had to take a shower, had to start the live stream. I could have missed this trade or hesitated on it, right? But what I did was, once the lower wick was formed, I set the order, the limit order, and then just went in the shower. So no matter what, whether I wanted to or not, that was going to activate me into that trade no matter what, once we crossed that high there. So that's what I would do. Try using limit orders instead of market execution. When you use market execution, it's on you. You know what I mean? And you're a human. So you may hesitate. You may, enter early, enter late. But when you got that buy stop or sell stop, you can't enter early nor late because you're only going to enter when you're supposed to. What up, Ayush? Good morning, bro. Good morning. Doing fantastic. Fantastic. TK, I seen your text message at 2:30 in the morning. You know what happened? One of the kids went in, and they do this from time to time, by mistake, I guess. They hit don't notify. You guys know when you can hit like don't notify for a text message that comes in? Yeah, one time one of my boys kept hitting me up. I'm like, dude, for some reason I never see your text messages come in. He's like, that's strange. He's like, look into this. I'm like, oh my God, dude. The setting is turned off. Rafi. What up, Rafi? How you feeling? Will there be lots of alterations to the playbook 3.0? Nah. A couple big minor tweaks, but big like changes, big potential. Clubhouse, what's poppin'? Daniel, how you feeling, bro? AB Mike, Billy, DJ Scratches, Johnny Gems. Look at them biceps. Oh my gosh. What up, Rafi? Let's get some of these guys on significance of candles not having like wicks and stuff. So I always like to explain it like market conditions, right? You have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, right? And that's what you call a trending market. So with candlesticks, you have the same exact thing. You have these higher highs and higher lows, but they're represented through wicks. So check this out, right? So just how these wicks are moving on up, they're going to move on up just like that uptrend, right? So as you can see here, if I bring the arrows back, you have a high, low, high, low, high, low, right? So that's how it moves. And then in trading, right, in the market, what happens if you break the low, right? You break the low and then you retest. What does that mean? That means what do they call it? What do they call that again? Market I don't know. I haven't used these terms in forever. Yes, break of structure, right? So, and then you would probably look to go down. So same thing for these candlesticks, right? So let's say the next candle does something like this. So it makes a low, it makes a new high, and maybe it's at a resistance level. And then what happens when you break the low? You break the low, right? Boom. And then what happens here? Top wick. So this is the break of the low. This is the top wick for the next candle, right? For a new high, and then so on and so forth. Now the downtrend can begin, right? With lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So keep that in mind. This will change things up for you in your trading for sure. For sure. See how the 30-minute candle's printing higher highs, higher lows? Same thing with the 15-minute candle, but you see how here we broke the low now. Right, so we're breaking the low there. Now it didn't happen on the 30-minute yet, so it's a little bit of a lower confirmation, but that'll tend to be, especially when you're at a resistance level, right? That's another thing to like consider. Being at this level, that's where you're going to tend to see, the break of structures. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. And by the way, these are also where stop losses go, right? So if I'm going to take a trade, so if this candle closes, let's say the next one closes, right? And I want to take a trade on the next one, I'm going to use the low as my stop, one of the lows as my stop loss. Because remember, if it breaks that low, then it's breaking structure, and maybe I don't want to be in the long at that point. Change of character, break of structure. Yeah, my bad. I don't know. Couldn't think of it for a second. Sad I missed the trade. I was watching on the phone. No biggie. Trades are... Once you begin to realize that you cannot take a trade Monday, let's say no trades come to you Tuesday, no trades come to you Wednesday, and Thursday you make $3,000. Still a pretty good week, right? Or let's not even say 3,000. Let's just say 900, 800, right? Because that's probably on average what someone would get paid per week, right? Like probably like 800. I don't know. What do you guys get paid? 800, 1,200, 1,500 a week or something on like a normal like salary. So yeah. So you could not trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, make $900. Or you can chase, like I was saying earlier, unfamiliar price action around all week and end up blowing accounts. So it's up to you. So that's why even if you miss this trade, guess what? There's another one coming at some point. It's coming. Thanks for suggesting Raja's. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, he's money. What up, Harsh? How am I drawing candles? On Zoom. How did you find your discipline to be waking up at 2:30 a.m., creating a trading schedule like that? I work 9 to 5. Yeah, I just want to win. You know what I mean? I want to be great. So I have greatness within me, and I'm trying to bring it out. And you do that by impacting and inspiring and uplifting the lives of others. So when I wake up to get on the desk, I'm not just waking up to trade, but I'm waking up to a group of 160 hungry entrepreneur 8-figure traders that I get to pour into. So it's more of a people passion, and I'm dedicated. I'm just dedicated to greatness. You know what I mean? I want to do something special here with my life. And no, not many people did anything special while sleeping. But if you do have a 9 to 5, it's you know, you got to build it around that. You know what I mean? You got to figure out, hey, how much time do I want to dedicate to this, and what sessions do I want to trade? I would personally recommend trading the session that's best for your lifestyle. So, you know, if you work 9 to 5, that means you most likely can't trade New York. You're probably hanging out with your friends or loved ones. They're in Asian. So, you know, there's one guy he's an elite member, but he's also in the clubhouse, and he's a G. He's like, yo, I got work 9 to 5. I got my kids, you know, 5 to 9. The only time I got is London. So he just sucks it up now and makes decisions that his future self is probably going to thank him for, and trades London. So he sacrifices sleep time, you know. So you got to figure out, move around your schedule, figure out how you want to orchestrate all that. And yeah, I don't like to tell people what to do because I'm a freak of nature. So the last thing I want to do is tell you to work off of my schedule, because I don't know, man. I think I'm a chosen one from the Lord. I really do believe that. So I just run off of pure passion and vibes from a greater power than you know. Why'd you stop making trading recap videos? I didn't. I didn't want to make them every week and then give you a monthly recap. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, does that make sense? Like, the monthly recap is just going to be basically a mix of all 4 weekly videos. So I'll probably play around with it. Some weeks I'll do weekly recaps. Some weeks I'll do, or sometimes I'll do the monthly. But if you haven't seen, I think we did, the last one I did was a monthly, right? Monthly, I think it was. What are we doing? Videos? Yeah. So we recapped March. So I don't know. I mean, first week of March. So I don't want to do second week of March, third week of March, and then give you a March review. You know, I think that would be too much March. Did we take any trades? Yeah, we took this gold buy here. Took gold buys in London, gold buys in New York. Nothing in Asian. Do you no longer partner with TopOne? I do. Yeah, I do. So you guys can get accounts with TopOne. My only thing is there are 5-minute rules. So I got to warn y'all about that. So if you are in a trade and it's open and closed with under 5 minutes, then they're going to take that trade away. So that's something I can't really stand behind, just due to our trading system. So, all that was all expressed, and we're still good. So any intraday traders that want to use a good prop firm, I definitely love Clay and love Matt, and those guys are going to pay no matter what. They're a great firm. They have a rule there that if you're in and out within 5 minutes, they basically disqualify that trade. So that doesn't really make sense for me, and for probably some others now. So yeah, that's the only thing with them. I tried to get them to get rid of it. I tried. Yesterday I had a trade to pass my account, and I calculated everything based on the bloody fees. So I was $5 short, and it doesn't stop there. I had small trade and got slipped. That's all right. Look, don't let that get you all bubbled up emotionally, because typically when that happens, you're gonna ruin that account. So chill out, act as if that didn't happen, wait for the next best setup. You don't need much, right? You only need $160. So just stay cool, stay calm, stay composed, and then when that next A+ setup comes, execute, and you should get it right there. Just let it come naturally, my friend. I know that's a bummer. I've been there, trust me, but I've been there, and I ended up kind of revenging that and blowing it all. And I've been there also doing what I just told you to do, and the later worked better every time. What time do you go to bed? Around 10 to 2:30. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, man, almost 5 hours of sleep. More than enough. If I ever need a nap, I'll take a nap, man. I got couches everywhere now. I got couch over here, couch over there. Sleep is very healthy. I do agree, yeah. Peace and blessings. Thank you, my friend. Question. I'm in 3,000. I'm in from 3028. Oh, damn. Sheesh. I'm in from 3028. Okay. I've moved my stops to break even. Would you place the stop higher yes, absolutely. I would personally put the stops way up here now. So, this, I guess this would be considered structure, right? So if we break this, we're going to, probably continue moving down there. We are in somewhat of a downtrend, as you can see, right? So I would definitely get them stops in profit for sure. You're a savage. I would have closed, my goodness, I would have closed here on the first run up. Never mind on the way down. You're a beast. Holy smokes. Sheesh. What's your name? I want to interview you on the podcast. Wow. Yeah. No, I probably would have been out a while ago, brother. But follow your plan. I would move the stops into profit for sure, though. Nice entry, man. Way to hold. Sheesh. How do you set up your mindset when you're in a series of losing trades? I don't set it up when I'm in a series of losing trades. I set it up before. So my mindset is set up way before. It's already in check right now. So anytime there are losing trades, I always go back to Mark Douglas and say, if you have a win rate percentage, and let's just say it's 70% win rate, that means out of 100 trades, you're gonna win 70, lose 30, right? So these 30 here can come randomly. They wins and losses, Mark Douglas said, are distributed completely randomly. So we all know that every time you take a trade, this is a trade, right? Every time you put a trade on, where's it going? It's going either here or it's either going here, right? And that's totally fine. Now, what you have to be prepared for is, what if, being that this is random, so let me give you another gem by Mark Douglas. The day-to-day trading, trade by trade, is completely random, but the trades over a series of X amount, let's call it 100, are not random. So your day-to-day trades are completely random, but the outcome over 100 is not random at all. And what he meant by that was, you see these 30? These 30 can come 30 in a row. Do they usually? Probably not, right? But you may, out of the 30 losses and the 70 wins, you may get a bunch of winning trades in a row. You also may get a bunch of losing trades in a row. So what did I do when I had 6 losses in a row? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So last year, almost a year ago, is the last time I went on like a big losing streak, and I had 6 losses in a row. So what did I do? I tuned into Mark Douglas's words. I kept in mind that this is part of the process of trading. I kept my probability mindset intact, because I know that if I just keep pushing and get to 100, the numbers are not random. So although there's 6 losses in a row here, that means that's just 30. That's just 6 out of the 30 that are gone, right? I just got over 6 of the 30 losses. So those are out of the way. And then the other thing I did was just to kind of, because that can also kind of give your confidence a little hit, right? So what you want to do there is, what I did was I just sized down, and I just wanted to get some green on the board, right? Because no matter what, you're a human and you're going to doubt here, right? You're going to be a little upset, and you're going to have to rely on this Mark Douglas quote, right? And if you don't do that, then you're not going to be happy with this. So I just looked at it as like, hey, all the great traders go through times of losing streaks. I'm a great trader, so I guess I'm involved with that now. I'm part of the greats, and I said, okay, we'll get ourselves out of this by sizing down, taking some pressure off, and then just putting some green on the board. So what that meant was I sized down, and when I had a trade, I got in like this. Once I got, like, let's say here, I was out. Boom. Just so I could stack a little W under my belt. Just so I can be like, all right, cool, I took a win there. And then the next trade, took a small little win. Even if price ran up here, I didn't care, because I just wanted to get some green on the board. I just wanted to get my confidence back. And over a series of like 3 or 4 wins in a row, we were back to normal. So yeah, that's what I would say. Sorry about all the drawing. And by the way, if you do have a profitable playbook, and that's a big if, because I see a lot of you guys, like, you talk a hot game, but your results aren't there. They're actually horrible. You know what I mean? So don't kid yourself. Make sure you really have a profitable playbook, right? Like, you can clearly see my playbook is profitable over the long haul. I've been doing this live in front of everyone now for 3 years. So do you have long-term sustainable, legit results? Not stuff that you can tell the YouTube chat and the Discord and all that BS, right? Do you really have a profitable trading system? Maybe write that question down. Maybe ask yourself later, because you could be following an unprofitable trading system for all you know as well. So really make sure that your plan is a profitable one, so that way you can follow it and be confident in following it. So I already knew, because I went and talked to another trader and got some mentorship from him, and he said, what are you doing? Why are you hesitating now? Look at your results. Look at all of the data you have on this system. He said, dude, execution is your edge. And he also called me a couple names that I won't say here, but he said, you gotta stop hesitating. You took 6 losses. Who cares? Look how well you've done over the last 3 years. Continue to execute. And I did that. And I would say that for you. If you truly have a profitable edge, then execution is your edge. So if you take in losses in a row, the only thing you have to do next is keep executing on edge. That's it. Let the numbers work themselves out. Johnny Gems is a master at executing on edge and letting the numbers play out. Congratulations on that big winning position there. Johnny Gems got out right in the nick of time, eh?
Yo, bro. Technicals don't lie, bro. Charts don't lie. That TP's tapped on the decimal point almost. I mean,
Yes, sir.
Wicks don't lie.
Wicks don't lie.
What's
What up,
good?
Rafi?
Yo, that was today, Johnny. That was
He's a
just
savage.
a class act, bro.
He's a savage.
Like, that just showed a lot of people, you know, like the power of belief, which is something we've talked about, the power of confidence and detachment practice right there. My
Yes,
dude was completely
sir.
detached, completely believed in his setup, in his analogy, and just let it play out, bro. Like, that's W, massive W. So whoever, I know we got like 130 people in there.
Yep.
None of you guys were in there, bro. Just take notes, because this you cannot see in a course. This execution, just the composure, that's the kind of stuff that you cannot buy on a course, you know?
Yeah.
W,
Exactly.
Nice,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Thank you, my man, for sure. Hell yeah,
know-
man.
I know you guys have
That's-
seen Johnny Gems and you know all about him. You know who he is. You've seen him here, but he's now getting his time to shine. He's now, you know, his fruits are now showing on the surface, and people are gonna see what this kid is made of. Because I know you guys have only seen him like as co-host, but he's showing he's showing an amazing example within the clubhouse, having his own stream, his own pre-New York stream, and just, I mean, yeah, dude, on point. So
Yeah.
proud of you, buddy.
Thanks.
Keep going.
Yeah, thank
Great,
you, bro.
great work.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you.
He might
Rafi.
look like a kid, but he ain't a kid. I tell you
Don't
that.
let him fool you. Those pockets
not
are
to.
fat.
I try to act like the professional trader, you know. But
Yes, sir.
that's the goal in the clubhouse, just to be an amazing example to others on what a professional trader looks like. So that's what I'm trying to become, you know, and you become the professional trader the moment you become it. So even you guys, the moment you become the professional trader, you will be that professional trader, and that's all I'm trying to do as well, and be a great example. So yeah, good trade, guys, really good.
Yes, sir. Breakfast, I should say, was delicious, says Bands Counted Up.
Bands kind of, we had a good breakfast today, bro.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good work, good work. Class act, that's right, Luke. Class act
Thank you,
there.
guys. Yeah, great exit, man. Great exit on that trade. We're coming back down now, I see.
Great exit. Sniper exit.
Sniper exit. Yeah, but how you boys doing, Nick and Rafi?
Fantastic, brother. I got the bag. I'm back to just double it. Let's see if we can
Hey.
get some more profits up in here.
Damn.
Let's go. Yo, how's the weather out there, man? Have you guys had any issues with the wind or anything like that?
Hell no.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some wind the last couple of weeks, but bro, it's been beautiful
Yeah,
out, like
It's a little
sunny,
windy.
like perfect weather, honestly, like 70 in the 70s.
Sick. We've been like a tornado warning for the last couple of days.
Oh, damn.
Windy, like 40 plus mile per hour wind out here, bro. Crazy.
Oh, we had
Damn,
a little
bro.
last weekend. It was really windy, but that was it. It just passed after that. Oh my God! Don't tell me I forgot to screenshot that.
Bro, Rafi, I want you to come to
No.
Florida, bro. I think you need to move down to Florida, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm already kind of putting the word on that. A little late, you know,
It's a little
because we
late.
kind of like made an offer and stuff, but we just probably gonna just have that as a
Another
property
place.
home,
Like a
Yeah, you know, like
Airbnb or
a-
something.
like an
Yeah.
investment kind of thing. Yeah,
Nice, that's good.
and maybe move, you know, make a move down there maybe next year or something like that.
For sure.
Hey, I
One
like
step
that.
at a time.
Let's get it. That'll be
Yo,
nice.
what's up? Are we gonna have an official meetup in July, or
Yes,
what's going on?
there's
I forgot, I've heard some
officially
things.
there's a new official meetup, TT meetup, July of 2025, early July. So for those of you guys that can make it, I'm sure all the big dogs, everyone that you normally see will be there live in person. So if you've ever been wanting to come to a meetup, this will be our third meetup, I think. You are all more than welcome to come. July, I think it's going to be first week of July.
Do we have dates yet or no?
Probably the first week of July. So I'll get the exact date, but yeah. I'm going to check
Cool.
with a couple places to see where we can post up, and yeah.
Sick. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So
Definitely
July
wanna write that in my
2025, we
calendar.
do it. Yep.
Can't wait. Can't wait to meet you guys. Go.
Yes, sir. If you stay nonstop in all sessions, will you overtrade? Nope. Not when you're with us, you won't. I mean, you could and just not tell us, but you won't see us taking multiple trades every session. You'll see us trying to pick the perfect trade out. Like even in London today, we just stayed super picky, you know, and just waited at the very last moment. There was a nice buy off support. That was about it, you know. Like this is the one I took right here, was just a simple buy off support, but even that wasn't the hottest, so not everyone took that because there was no like closure on the 15. So you're only going to get the best of the best trades in the clubhouse. You're not going to have us like just calling trades out just because, you know. So we don't overtrade, so therefore if you follow us pretty well, you won't overtrade either. Good question though. Makes total sense though. Isn't Johnny Gems your little brother? He is. He is.
My mini Nick.
Little. Prather Trader, how we feeling, bro?
What's up, Prather Trader?
July in 2025, Japan. Holy Japan. Yeah, we're gonna rock July this year. So for those of you guys that want to start planning, we'll get a big RSVP going and all that. But for those of you guys can make it, let's do it.
Who's gonna pull up, chat?
Who gonna pull up?
Magnus gotta make it, bro.
Yeah, fact. Yo, Magnus will be there. Yeah, by the way, Magnus will be there. God willing, he'll be there. So
Can't wait to meet Magnus and Rafi.
I'm pretty profitable here on every account today. I am most likely going to take another like $4,000 in payouts. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll do it. So yeah, just trying to milk these accounts.
Yeah, I'm
Chief Chris.
I like that, bro.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep paying it. I'm just gonna keep taking payouts. I'm not gonna build it up for like the live account. I'm just gonna continue milking. Plus, my other payout. So I took a payout last week for $5,200. So I'm gonna invest some of that money into some new custom golf clubs. I'm gonna go get fitted. Go get a nice custom set. Buy some nice clubs. Yeah. And you guys should do the same. I know a lot of you guys are getting paid out. You don't have to buy golf clubs, but go buy something that you've wanted, you know. Go spend some money. You know, I remember having like more money at the end of the month, calling my mentor one month and being like, yo, what do we do? He's like, go spend some. I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, you earned it. Everything's paid for. All the bills are done. You got extra. Because we didn't really have that much extra for a while, like when we were building one of our businesses. So the one time we had like $4 or $5 grand extra. It was like a great month for us. And he was like, go spend some money. He's like, go like, you know, reap some of the fruits of your labor. You know what I mean?
Let's take a bite of that fruit.
I would do the same thing. I would say the same thing for you guys. Some of you guys are getting like $4 grand, $5 grand, $8 grand, $10 grand payouts right now. Spend some money. Have some fun. Why else are you doing this?
Go on like a cruise, man. Enjoy life.
I don't know about all that. Go do what you gotta do, you know? Have fun with the money.
Do what you gotta do, bro.
Do what you gotta do. You wanna go on a cruise? Go on a cruise. What do you wanna tell you? You wanna get golf clubs? Go get some golf clubs.
Exactly. You want a new setup, PC setup? Get that.
Yeah. Go get a new PC.
Yeah, I would. A monitor, bro. I got this monitor, bro. It's the Genesee. I think it's called Odyssey. Bro, sick.
Odyssey.
Oh, sick, bro.
Nice.
Odyssey was someone asked me what kind of putter I had. It was an Odyssey. Yeah.
What the hell?
W Jeremy, appreciate you, man. You know, you never know, because even though you think you may have been like not the greatest example, there may be things that your younger brothers, you know, pick up from you. And sometimes like even your not so great example could be an example for them. You know, maybe they could avoid some things that you maybe couldn't avoid, or maybe they picked up on some of your strengths. So I wouldn't really look at it like that. You know, you got time to learn and grow, and you know, you're human like everyone else. So who's getting a new PC? New video card, yeah, facts. I'm gonna take some of my payout and get a plastic tray to put under my PC here, so you guys don't yell at me anymore. Yeah, pretty much. You could take profits as long as you're, you know, not breaking any of their rules. Yep. We're not millionaire funded traders, but we're getting those payouts. Yeah, we're funded traders. What do you do for a living? I'm a funded trader. Hi, Kingman. What are you
Fun for a
doing?
living.
Are you eating a banana?
Hey man's always grabbing on a banana, bro.
How do you not stay disciplined when you got these guys here? This dude's future is counting on the decisions I make today. How could I not be disciplined? Here, let me help you.
By forgetting your wife.
There you go.
Nice bands counted up. That's fire, bro.
There you go. So, you know, you gotta remember your why. Legit, this guy right here in front of me, this dude right here is counting on me. Right? To be great, to go out and achieve what I need to do. Saying your kids are counting on you, and your younger brothers are counting on you, and your parents are counting on you, and you know, only the leader is gonna step up and recognize that, right? And then say, hey, you know what? It stops with me. This is where things change, right? The buck stops here, is what how the saying goes. So you have that opportunity right in front of you, right here, right now. Will you capture it, or would you let it slip? And we ain't going into the verse though. We ain't going into the verse. There's banana on his onesie already.
Keep going, keep going.
His palms are sweaty. There's banana on his onesie already. He's got mom's spaghetti from last night. Right, Kingman? Can you say hi to everyone before you eat that? Say hi.
Man, he's locked in, bro. Just executing on his bites.
You want me to help you eat your banana again? Say hi to everyone. Give him a big wave. He's like, where are they? I don't see anyone.
What's up, King man? He's the king. Bro's the king.
Why are you guys doing this?
In the meetup.
Why are you guys here?
Are we gonna eat steaks or are we gonna eat pasta?
Steaks.
Bro, steaks, yeah. And then we'll have one day we'll have some pasta with the Viking too.
Oh, that's funny.
But no red sauce with my pasta, Mr. Viking. I'm okay on that.
Is he here? Let's see. Yeah, he's here.
Is he?
Yeah.
Viking check.
Magnus
check.
What's up with that red sauce? Like a spicy sauce or what?
No, I think it's tomato sauce. So it's pretty much like ketchup. It's like red sauce, yeah, red tomato sauce.
Interesting.
I don't know. Yeah, I personally don't like it, but my man loves it, so it helps him get his protein up. What's up, George VDM? Yeah, AB Mike, it's like ketchup / like red tomato sauce. It's like the same exact thing, but Steven B, bro, I can go for a nice barbecue from you. Maybe next meetup. Maybe in July you can barbecue. Bet.
I'll bring my yum sauce, bro.
Definitely bring your yum sauce. Hell yeah.
You know, they buy it here. I mean, they sell it here.
Yeah. In the nearest like grocery store, you can get that.
Yeah.
I try to just eat it when I'm at the Japanese steakhouse, you know.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
These ones don't really taste like the real deal.
Yeah, no, I know. So for some reason, it just tastes better at those restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel, what's good, Daniel? It's best from Kobe's, bro. Facts. Kobe's is the best.
Kobe,
hibachi
that's where we're
spot.
going. We're going to Kobe tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. I'm gonna have some yum yum sauce tomorrow, Rafi.
Man.
I
Send me a video, bro. I'll be
I
there in
will,
spirit.
Yes, you'll be there in spirit. I'll send you a video for sure.
As always, as always.
As always, Nick. You know Nick will be videoing too.
Gifted Kings, what do you do for a living? Any suggestions? Yeah. I would say when people ask you, what do you do for a living? Say, as least as possible, brother. As least as possible.
Yeah, facts.
Or you could say, what do you do for a living? And you just say, I live. I live for a living. But like, what do you do? And then tell them what you do. Well, I usually play video games, hang out with my kids, go to sporting events, hang out on the couch, usually have a midday nap. After that, you know what I mean?
I buy and sell candles.
I buy and sell candles.
Yes, we do. We're flipping candles.
It's very difficult to... I don't even know what I do, to be honest. I have no clue what I even do for a living. See you later, Segan Slays. Have a great day. Show the dashboard for inspiration. All right. Inspiration purposes only. Nah, not gonna lie. The year though, I mean, this my best trading I've ever put on. Just steady. You see how you got nice, healthy dips in that P&L. Look at my dips here. Nothing too crazy at all. Right? Small little dips. Nice average winning trades, right? A couple home runs. Everything I preach. Everything I preach. On average, look. Right here, right? But every now and then, you're going to get these big home runs. Big home runs. Nice little doubles and triples, right? But they should come naturally. Notice how all the rest of them are right around this like $1,500 to $2,000 profit margin. So this is what consistency looks like, you know, consistency. So you'll know you have a profitable trading strategy if it looks like this. Right? So you got to really determine, do you have a profitable trading strategy? I think that's a big question for a lot of y'all today. Is the strategy that you're trading that you believe is profitable, is it really? And the only way you'll know that is by taking a look at this data. So anyway, ended up closing the the day yesterday all red and stuff. I could have easily been a little baby about this and got back for FOMC and whatever, but I just let it rock. And you know what? Look what we did today. Insane. This is across 4 accounts. So don't let a red day get the best of you, my friends. Don't ever let a red day get the best of you. Johnny Gems asked me, how you doing last night in a Asian session? I said, I'm doing fantastic. He said, yeah, even though you took those losses today? I said, I don't let winning and losing dictate my feelings or emotions or any of that stuff, right? So neither should you. Don't let a red day scare you out from a green month, because although we have taken some losses, we're still up. You know, we're still up. And that's the best part about consistently being disciplined in your trading, is that you're going to take losses. You're going to have some red days. But if you're following a proven, profitable trading plan, you'll come right out of them every single time. Unless you interfere, get in the way, and cause mayhem. If you don't do that, then you'll keep moving. But this is what, if you guys are looking for a way to determine whether or not your system makes sense and is profitable, just go ahead and look at your P&L curve. That's it, right? If it's going up, clearly you've got something good. If it's going down, right, then you may want to change some things. if it has these little healthy dips, right? These are perfect dips. Look at this. Didn't even see any profit for like, yeah, like a week or so, and then boom, come right back up. So, and a lot of this is mainly like 1 or 2 trades a day. So not taking, I mean, obviously they're on a couple different accounts and stuff, but 2 trades, 1 trade, 4 trades, 2 trades, 4 trades, 3 trades, 3 trades, 6 trades, 7 trades, 3 trades, 3 trades, 2 trades. So 2 to 3 trades is basically on average for me. Basically average. So just because you have a red day, like if you let that red day, for instance, my red day was $800, right? So I could have easily turned that red day into $3,000, right? Or $4,000, or could have blown my account up for $800, a measly $800 at the following day. I could easily pick something out the markets and get that right back. So there's a very good phrase called trade for tomorrow, you know, that these future traders talk about. So trade for tomorrow. You know, when you think about that, trade for tomorrow, you don't make crazy decisions today, basically.
Yo, hero of the day, bro.
Happens.
Man, sniped me. I got sniped. Definitely ain't thinking about that though.
Hey, that was me though, because I was in the shower with no stop loss. But I had my phone there, and I heard John saying like, "Well, if you guys want to get out, we're at break even now." So I was like, "All right, perfect. We're still like right around entry." I wasn't sweating it too much. I had a good feeling we'd move up there, especially with that 4 hour. Joining the clubhouse
like
Monday. Let's get it.
Perfect. Like,
yeah, it was.
Even during news, like there was really no point to get out.
Mixing that with the 4 hour pulling back up, beautiful.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Yep. Not over traded or tried to recover. Yeah, I didn't even try to recover it. Like there was one good trade because I was down like almost 1,800, or yeah, almost 1,800, and there was one other good trade. So I took that trade. I made back about 800 or whatever, and that was it. You know, just called it right there. I could have got that back and be like, ooh, okay, perfect. I'm halfway to back to break even. And this is where it all messes up, because typically, like, if you, let's say you go down 800, right? Or let's use my example from yesterday. You go down like 1,800, right? And then whatever, you wait for another good trade. Or let's say you don't wait for another good trade. You just get in a trade, right? And you make back money, right? And now you're only $800. So let's say you made back 1,000. So this is where your ego comes in. This is where you self-sabotage, because you were down 1,800, but now you're down 800, and now your mind's going, and now you're thinking, well, I can get if I can get the 1,000 back, I can get the 800 back, and I could probably get to break even, right? So you start thinking, and this is, you know, we don't want to do too much thinking in the markets. So what happens is you either take a win or loss on the next trade, and regardless, win or loss, you're taking another trade. Right, so let's just use the example as you got back to zero. So you actually got back to zero to break even. What's going to happen now is your brain is going to start thinking again, and you're going to go, I'm the man. I'm the woman. I know what I'm doing here. The market don't got nothing on me. I was down 800, got back to 800, and now I'm back to break even. This is surely looking like it's going to be a profitable day. Right? And then you force another trade, and then you get back down 800. And then you go, nah. And this is where it all begins. You go, no way. I was back to break even. All right, whatever. I'm not going to try and get into profits, but I'm definitely getting back to break even for the day. And then you lose another 800. Who's been here? And you're like, hell nah, hell no, 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 right? And you get into another trade and you lose another 800. And then the slow death comes. Bye-bye RIP account. RIP, right?
Peace.
So this is where, and by the way, I can make fun of this and do all that because I've been here. And I've been here many, many times in my first 2.5 years of doing all this. So that's where the issues come, right? You're not even revenge trading until you get back to break even sometimes. Right? And then what happens too is you over risk, right? And then you over trade, and then it just really turns into a mess from there. So if you can stop the bleeding on one trade, you know, maybe try and get it back if there's any A+ setups, just stop there. You know, and especially like the worst is when you go break even and you're like, ha 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 ha, ha, and you think you're the you know what, and then that's where the fall begins, right? So try and stay out of this. You know, I was on an elite call yesterday, and I was using my brother Joe as an example. So anyone deal with this, just so I can make sure it's even worth explaining some of the rest of this? Does anyone deal with that right there, like the kind of back and forth of this process here? Usually that's going to happen before you get to the break-even stage and the profitable stage. Another trade with bigger lots. Yeah, story of my life. Yeah. So like, here's the deal. When you read the forex mindset, you'll hear the term emotionally hijacked, right? So he used that term, emotionally hijacked, getting emotionally hijacked, and he's basically talking about this process here. So what you have to do, and I'll use an example like my brother Joe yesterday because he's such a good sport, but we were playing golf, and I just happened to go up on a couple holes and, you know, start taking the lead early, and he got emotionally hijacked, right? Just like you would maybe after taking a loss. And we went from hole 3 basically all the way to hole 11 where he was emotionally hijacked. And within that space, I separated the leads so much. And he didn't play that well, right? Because he was emotionally hijacked. But once we got towards hole 11, something changed. And from 11 all the way to 18, he played his ass off. And this guy came back and lost by 1 stroke. And what I said to him is I said, bro, imagine if you pulled it together in hole 4 and you didn't wait till hole 11 to get your head out of your you-know-what. Imagine you would have won this game, right? So let's go back over here and let me talk to you now, because what happens if you understood that you were about to get emotionally hijacked? What happens if you had this outer body experience and you said, hey, this is where I typically blow my accounts. This is where I typically blow my day, right here. And what if instead of on hole 10 or 11, when your account's basically down to 0, what if you figured it out after the first trade or the second trade and began to stop yourself there? Because if you're anything like me, I would get into the over trading. I'd get emotionally hijacked, and then I'd go into the over trading thing, and then I would basically go into what do they call that? Like a coma for like 40 minutes. And then I'd wake up out of nowhere and I'd be like, what did I just do? How many of you guys are like that? You start over trading, over risking, you blow your account, and then you're just like, where did I go for the last 45 minutes? Right? What just happened? So imagine if you can pull it together on hole 4, right? Or on the second trade or the third trade where you don't have to go through all of this, and you can pick it up quickly, right? At this point now, I'm so dialed in on this type of stuff that the over trading or revenge trading doesn't affect me anymore. But I had to go through this process. I had to understand this process. I had to become aware of when I typically became emotionally hijacked. It's going to be different for everyone. So you got to understand, hey, when is that moment coming, right? Is that moment here? And the quicker you can pick it up, the quicker you can stop yourself from basically digging your own grave, right? In terms of trading. So that's one thing I would recommend is, you know, you gotta snap out of it quickly. You know, you're gonna now that you hear me say this, there's gonna be times over the next day or two where you're gonna be like, you know what, Nick's right. I'm in that moment right now. I'm in that moment. Let me stop. It's it's almost like an alcoholic going to, you know, the bottle, right? It's like, no, let me stop right here. Like, I already beat this. I'm overcoming this. It's an addiction. It literally is. It's in a way like an addiction. So, hi guys, my name is Nick, and I'm a recovering revenge trader and over trader. Nice to meet you all. Come on, everyone, say hi, Nick. You know, all right.
Hey,
So
Nick.
you guys are all here. We're here to help, and this is the formula, because most of you guys are great traders, I'm sure. Yet you fall victim to this. So if you can just stop falling victim to this process here, man, oh man, oh man, you're gonna be one lethal trader. Because if you just follow the techniques that we share with you, you will clearly make money. So if you're not following them, then you're, you know, or if you're not making money, I should say, then you're clearly not following them, right? So work on this. This is my 2 cents. I would highly recommend to dive deep into your trading this weekend, or, you know what I mean, after tomorrow or today, and dial that in. You know, you deserve better. You're worth more than a
Definitely.
revenge trading, basically degenerate gambler, junkie gambler in the markets, you know?
That's facts, bro.
Message. Lord, I pray
Message.
that falls on those who have ears to hear. Please, Lord, please. Their families counting on them. All right, on to the next topic here. There you go. We love y'all. Come on. How do I organize and clarify all the data I collect in the playbook? You can use different things. I used a journal, like a Excel spreadsheet, for a couple years, and now I use TradeZella. So TradeZella dials it all in for me. But if you guys remember, over the past couple years, I used you know, a journal like this. So I would just track my trades, make sure I collected all my data before and after every trade. I'd mark everything up, and yeah, these are all my trades since like 2023, I think. So yeah, that's what I would do. Free. This is all free, by the way. You can hit ! journal in the chat, and then you can use this for free. Yeah, it helped me out. I used it for 3 years. It was more than enough. Now I'm all bougie and stuff. I got TradeZella, you know.
Man, got bougie on us. Say
You
the
got
money don't change
You got TradeZella too.
I'm just kidding.
I freeze till I blow up my account. Yeah, it makes sense. It totally does. You know, like when you get emotionally hijacked, you tend to throw all logic out the window, right? You guys ever get into big arguments or anything with like a family member or a friend or someone like that, and you just start saying some wild stuff, you know? And what happens after emotionally hijacking, John? What follows it?
Wait, what?
What follows emotionally hijacking? Like after you get emotionally hijacked, what's the next feeling typically?
Oh, regret.
Regret, right? So after you do it, you regret it. So, and you regret it because you lost all logic and banked off of emotion. So you can't do that. The market will run your pockets all day long if you're going to run off emotion here. You know, so you got to really stick to the logic. And unfortunately, when those times do happen and you start over trading, in most cases, logic goes right out the window. So you got to stay steady. You got to stay composed, man.
Yo, if you don't pay the price of discipline, you're going to pay the price of regret. Either way, you're going to pay a price.
Yes, sir. How can I dig myself out of a 7% hole? Same way you dug yourself in. You got to take it trade by trade, brother. That's the most difficult part in trading, is you can only get out of that hole trade by trade. And some days you're only going to get one trade. Some days you might get 2 or 3, but that's the frustrating part, is the days that only one trade provides itself are you taking multiple trades, you know, maybe trades that you shouldn't be in. NQ's flying. I forgot about NQ here. Let's take a look. Oh, nice. Did we get a closure? Yeah, we did get a 15 closure above. What time we got? Almost 10? Yeah, let's wait for an hour closure here and see what happens. I'm good on that 9:30 move. I got disrespected yesterday. And look, we got disrespected here today too.
Literally.
Yep. That's why you have to have it's easy to follow your rules, but when you're in that coma, it's difficult. That's why you have to become aware. That's why I said awareness is key. You gotta, what does the Bible said? Know thyself, right? You gotta know thyself, and you gotta begin to understand you and what makes you tick. And when you do enter into those coma moments, it's gonna be on you. I'm not gonna be there to help you. Your boss ain't going to be there to help you. Johnny Gems ain't going to be there to help you because we're not at your house with you and you're running your own business. So it's going to be up to you and you only to say, hey, I'm in that moment right now. I really have to close this laptop or shut the charts, take a walk, go get some fresh air or something. You don't have a boss here, so no one's going to fire you. So if you do go ahead and overtrade and take stupid trades, no one's there to say anything, but your account's going to blow. Right? But no one's going to tell you you're fired. So you don't make changes. You know what I mean? So as an entrepreneur, you're your own boss. So you got to be able to boss yourself around a bit and hold yourself accountable. Would starting out with your playbook and making adjustments as needed be a bad idea as opposed to creating my own? Nah, I would never try and create my own playbook. Like, I stole this whole playbook from Raja Banks and some of it from Donvo. Like, remember, my mentor said, Nick, if you're going to walk through a minefield, make sure you're following somebody. I don't want to invent no trading strategy. Like, I'm not that good. You know, I'm not that guy. I'm not here to invent strategies. I'm here to follow a proven path, get my money, provide for my family, and then begin to share it with others. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I don't want to be that guy that, you know, look, this is my strategy or I have no problem giving all the credit to Raja and Don for molding me as a trader as long as I get to keep all the profits, which they've never asked me for any profits. So it looks like I'm keeping it all, right? I don't care. I'll tell you, hey, we got these setups from Don. We got these ones from Raja, and we just put in our own chart time and crafted them towards our liking. You know, that's it. So I wouldn't recommend creating your own from scratch or anything. Wow, yeah, look at that. Went from a 2 to 9 handicap to 18.
Oh.
Trump's also speaking right now? Oh, is he? Trump. Goldie back in the range. What an exit.
Goldie.
Do I trade US 30? I do not trade US 30, no.
That was just a textbook uptrend on gold coming up.
Yeah. What is the strategy when you are winning trades, but then there's an upcoming event? What do you mean? Don recently lost. Yeah, he did. Do you trade GJ? GJ, man. Thought I would have never left GJ. It's been a year without her, and life has been pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Been great.
If you guys ever do a TT golf tournament, I could be. We're definitely trying to do some golf tournaments. I'm down. I'm so down.
Playing some golf tomorrow, bro.
Yes, we are. Why do you keep that yellow line around 30? Oh, 43? Oh, my bad. That was my entry on the earlier trade I took. So basically the other trade I took today was this 1 hour inverted celery. So I took a buy right here on this candle. We moved up, closed partials there at that wick, this wick over here, and this resistance. And then, yeah, that was the trade. So yeah, we can get rid of that now. I need your journal for this year, please. I don't have. So this year I've been just tracking off TradeZella. Yeah, so I basically stopped using this year, and started implementing everything here on TradeZella. So you got January, February, and March so far. Yeah, so I no longer use that journal, but I think it was good for the time that I did use it for sure. Yeah, exactly. You're only gonna be able to see last year and 2023. That was like the last 2 years. But the big thing to take away from here is probably the time frames I've been using and the times that I've been taking trades. Like you'll notice a lot of my trades are typically fall around the same time. That's probably why the YouTube live stream gets the most viewers, like right now, around like 9:30. Everyone comes peeking over here for 9:30. What are these guys doing?
There's always someone lurking.
What happened with Don? Yeah, I guess he started an account, an investor account, and lost money. You know, that's part of investing. Yeah, I mean, when you give your money to, I would never give my money to a trader, someone who's gonna day trade. Hell no, hell no.
Bro, are you crazy?
Hell no. So yeah, first thing is, if you're gonna invest your money, you know, you got to consider that money gone, right? And that's the first thing. And you know, you got to be wise. I would have never put money into that, ever. So, you know, though most people who lost money, you know, unfortunately, they're probably looking for trying to get rich quick and all that. So you got to do your due diligence, man. I would never give another trader my money, nor would I ever take money from other traders. That's way too much stress. That'd take away from my freedom, man.
I hate when people ask that. Like, can you trade my money? Hate that question.
So absolutely not. Your $750 in your life savings? Absolutely not, G.
What do I say back? I just say no. Like, no.
I personally wouldn't have. If someone's not into trading, I would personally not advise them to get into it. If someone's already in it, I would advise you to keep going, because the fruits of the labor are so good when you dial this thing in. But for those who have not even started and they ask me anything, I said, dude, trust me, keep your day job. You don't want the smoke over here. You don't.
Yeah, especially if you know if they have it in them or not.
Yeah.
Not for everybody, for sure. That's for sure.
One of my boys from back home said, yo, bro, teach me this. I said, bro, you don't teach this.
So
you don't teach it, bro. You either got it or you don't.
Gotta want it bad enough.
I'm having trouble upping my size on trades. I tend to play it safe a lot. Instead of 2 to 3 futures contracts, I do 1. My win rate's decent and my risk management is on par. So that's fine, you know. So it takes time to up your size, you know. So you got to develop confidence. What you're going to notice is like, and this is why tracking your trades is so important. And if you guys are in the clubhouse or planning on getting into the clubhouse, I would highly recommend checking out the webinar titled The Power of Journaling Your Trades. I think that webinar changed the game for a lot of traders in the clubhouse. But when you start to journal your trades, you start to find common themes within them. And one of the common themes that you'll find is certain times trades run. So you see what I used to do? I used to put over here the final result of the trade result. You see how I closed 90% at 17 pips, but it ran for 35. See that? Or, you know, I closed for 13 pips, but it ran for 58. So what I would do in these situations is I would go ahead and I'd start looking. Hey, okay, we closed 14 at 90. We made 14. It got hit at break even. But when did they typically run? and I would notice that there was a common theme. So anytime at 9:15 or 9:30 or, you know, certain times like that, I would have these results that I closed 13, but we ran for 58.60. So you'll begin to see that over and over and over again. And then what'll happen is you will gain confidence, not because something happened within you, but because you've seen your data and you see, hey, at 9:30, I tend to close early. Like I close here and whatever, you know, price runs. So what you can also take away from this is that, hey, 9:30 are the times where I can size up. Right? So trades typically tend to run. I have a good win rate at that time. Maybe during those times, that's when I'll start to size up. And little by little, bro, you don't want to rush it. You just want to, you know, let these things naturally come. So once you spot that, that'll give you more confidence. You put a little bit better size when the setup's there, and then, you know, it'll start doing what it's supposed to do, you know, because the data doesn't lie. So if you just follow the data, you'll get predictable results. So that's what I would do. You'll never gain confidence until you gain clarity on your data. Yeah, journaling is going to help you a whole lot. Yeah, instead of closing 80 or 90, I closed 50. Yeah, so one thing I learned from Mark Douglas is he explained it really well, and he said 50% is always going to be the money number when it comes to closing partials. So he would say close 50%. And the reason why is because every time you close 50, you win. Well, what do you mean by that? So I'll tell you, right? So let's say we're going to take a sell, right? So let's say we're going to take a buy here, right? So candle close, let's pretend it looks all nice and fancy, right? We're going to take a buy. So we're going to take a buy, and our plan here is to close 50% right here. So that's where we want to close our partials. And then we're going to hold the full TP here, right? So we get into this trade, and it's looking like this, and we got our setup and our stop loss and all the good stuff, right? And then this is going to be your break-even point. So that's where you're going to close your partials, right? So let's just say partials, forget about the 80, pretend it says 50. So what he said was, when you close 50, you win every time. And what he meant by that was, if this hits right here and you close 50, you now bagged 50% of the profits. So you got 50% of the profits in your bag, right? So now if this thing goes back to break even, you won because you closed 50. So you took some profits. Now let's just say you hit your 50%, all right? And this happens. You close 50, boom, hits target. And now what happens is price continues running. So it doesn't go down, it goes up and taps full TP. Well, now you have won again because this time you only closed 50 here, right? So the first situation, you at least closed 50 and bagged profits before it hit break even. On the second scenario, it ran to TP, so good thing you only closed 50 instead of 80 or whatever, right? Does that make sense? So regardless of the situation, if you close 50%, you always win. You always have a good mind win too, because think about if it hits break even, you're like, oh man, at least I closed 50% of that position and made some money today. Right? And then if it runs, you're saying, wow, I'm so happy I only closed 50 here and not 80. This thing is running the full TP. So 50% is the magic number. And if you can get there, then those are kind of like the results you'll be able to see.
That's true.
How did I start teaching Johnny Gems to trade? I didn't. I just started doing it myself and being basically not even trying to be an example, but you never get anyone to do anything. You always lead them, right? So I just did what I did, and John tend to follow along and catch on. And I asked him. Remember, we sat down, we had a very important conversation, and I told you what it was going to take and the commitment level that it needed, and he agreed to do it. And Look at him, he's here now. So once he started showing interest in what I was doing, that's when we began to take it to the next level, have a hard conversation about what it's going to require. And then I started coaching him a little bit more. But up until then, you know, I didn't make him, I didn't coach him, I didn't want to coach him, I didn't care for it. I would have done this by myself, right? But happy he liked what I was doing, followed along, and that's when it began.
Yep. I mean, I seen Nick studying, grinding on Roger's courses and stuff. You know, I just did exactly what he did.
And the conversation that we had together, right? I was like, God, John, this is going to be so amazing. It's going to be so easy. We're going to get rich quick. It's going to be awesome. You're going to make so much money. You're not even going to know what to do with it. That was the conversation we had, right?
Nah.
Nah, it didn't sound like that?
Nah.
What did it sound like?
It was like, just, are you ready for this? You know, you're going to see some struggle. It could take some time. You know, you're going to have to trust the process. You may see some temporary defeat. Don't let that get to you. But you got to be willing. If you're going to commit, you got to commit now, and there got to be no plan B. Pretty much.
Sir.
And then you said, and if you can get through this, then, bro, we'll make all the money we want.
Yes, sir. You charge too much for your courses, man? No, you just don't make enough to afford them. But, oh, yeah, by the way, what courses? I don't have any courses.
Bro,
I don't have any courses.
There's no course.
There is no course.
You can find it.
Hard to say no when you're...
You can find it.
Yeah, it's true. Get ready, because I'm about to double the prices. Price is going up, G. Yesterday's price was not today's price.
Bro, for real.
We're like gold here. We keep going up.
Yeah.
That's it, brother.
Gold goes up, prices goes up.
Yes,
For
sir.
real, bro. Nick ain't lying, guys. Let's go. Lock in now.
Yes, sir. Okay, fake Christian. Awesome. All right, we already know what kind of guy you are there, Miguel. We'll pray for you, Big G. We know your type. We
right,
know
bro.
your type. We've seen you
You are a
before.
fake Christian.
What's a Christian? Define it for me.
Facts,
bro. That comes with labels. Come on.
You charge too much for your course, bro. The guys that I work with, they charge. I can't even tell you how much they charge for a 6-month membership.
Oh, it's stupid. It's crazy.
We're blessing the community.
I don't know, man. Don't look like we charging too much over here. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. This guy made $600. He's only paying $150 a month, I think. These are just one trades too, so I don't think we're charging too much at all. I think we're charging too less, to be honest. There's a lot of sauce being handed out. We got pasta and we got sauce.
I'm low-key down for some pasta tonight.
I'm down for some steak, some good steak. Was I ever in Amway? Absolutely. I have an excess right here. No, actually, I don't have an excess here. Yeah, Amway's the best. Can you answer my question? Absolutely. What was it? Where'd it go? Send it again. Am I in? Am I in what?
Bro, today's gonna be a beautiful day, man. What the hell should I do today?
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a nice one.
Options, man. That's all it is about. Options.
We got options. You still get Quakers? Apparently. Apparently.
I think it's diminished though. It's not as much as it used to, bro.
They don't have any
It used to be bad.
Quakers are normal.
They don't have any like no like they got nothing basically. They basically got nothing. What tool do I use to illustrate candles? I use zoom annotation. Yeah, zoom annotation for that. So you can't see it on the chart, but if you go in your Zoom and you host a meeting, you'll see it on the bottom. You can't even get Quakers to Yo, Quakers can't even commit to being Quakers at this point, man.
For real, bro. God bless them.
I've seen courses more than thousands. Hell yeah. Gang, I paid $1,000 to go sit down and have dinner with Luke Belmar. $1,000, over $1,000. I paid $1,000. Flight to and from Tampa to Miami, hotels. Like, y'all need to learn how to, not y'all, you know, some of you guys need to learn the game, man. You got to pay to play. Like, if you want to get in certain rooms and get certain knowledge and information, you think people are giving that out for free? You got, the fact that I even come up here and share some of the things I share is mind-blowing. So you got to pay to play. You know, you can't be afraid to invest into your education. You know, this, sure, you know, you can get things for free on YouTube, but how's that working out for you? How's that working out? Are you a profitable trader? If you are, you probably wouldn't be in the YouTube live chat quaking. So apparently just YouTube isn't going to do the trick. Maybe if you stay enough here long enough, you can, because you actually have someone to answer questions. But if you're going to go watch pre-recorded videos on YouTube, be my friend. Be my guest. Yes, sir. The Prather trader commits. The Prather trader commits. He knows.
There'll be a major difference between them two. Prather trader, baby. Let's go.
Oh man, that's so funny. You coming back in May? Yeah, I look forward to seeing you, bro. Look forward to seeing you. I mean, just recently I needed to get some fitness advice. I paid $1,500 for it. $1,500 to get some direct mentorship from someone who actually has results that I'm looking to get. $1,500 just for one meeting and a workout program.
Bro. I mean, they'll learn eventually. If you don't take the risk, I mean, you're not going to go anywhere. So you'll learn eventually, I mean, as time goes on.
Yeah, recently I paid $3,000 to get a coach for some things that I'm working on. $3,000. I had one meeting with this guy. So you wildin'. I get direction correct, but hit stop loss. Yeah, so you're just off on the timing. So that's why sometimes, like, you'll see me avoid a trade, and it may look good, but I avoid it. And the reason is because sometimes, like, you're not in the best time of volume. So you could be right about, like, yesterday, both the trades I took losses on, I was right about the direction. Let me go back to NQ. Just off on the timing. You know, timing's everything. Like this trade here, I think it was, is this 9:30? Where was it? 30-minute time frame. Like, I took a buy right here yesterday. Price went up, right? It went up to my target here too. Like, this was my target right there. Yeah, right over there somewhere. And look, we went up, but not before a 70 pip was just pushed down, stopped me out. So I was right about the direction, wrong about the timing, and that's just part of the trading game. You know, it's going to happen from time to time.
Pretty normal.
But what you do now is you say, okay, let me note that. Let me not take that trade at 9:30 again the next day. And that's why we didn't, right? And look what happened at 9:30 again today. Straight wick down, which probably would have stopped anyone out. And then straight up, right? Because if your position looks like this, like an impulse trade, you've got probably stop sitting somewhere here, and then bam, wick down and straight up. This thing flew, huh? Yeah, same deal here. If you took this celery play, right? Most likely, if you had your stops here, come 9:30, you were going to get tapped, and then price just move right in your direction. So yeah, the timing's something that comes over time, believe it or not, just like the rest of it. So you just got to figure out when trades typically tend to work out best for you, and then stick within those time zones. That's why all the clubhouse stuff is all during certain hours of high volume, right? So any session that we do, there's going to be volume in it, and that's typically the only time I like to look at the markets.
Amen.
Luke Belmar, it was worth it, definitely. $1,000, yeah, absolutely. I got to play some golf in Miami with C. Melly that weekend too.
And you guys ate some fire burgers.
And we ate good too, that's right. Boom, boom. I thought Luke Belmar was a meme. Oh, he is. He's a meme character. He pretty much is. He's just out here side questing the world. Rafi met Luke Belmar too. Hey, Rafi?
Yeah, but I was in Bali. He hosted a whole event out there, bro.
Yeah, he's doing one in South Africa, I think this weekend, Cape Town.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, my experience with Luke was really cool too, because I actually got to hang out with him and like three of his boys after everyone at the event left. So we got to chilling and hanging out, and it was good. It was real good.
Bro, he's so down to earth, bro. It's crazy. Real cool guy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, his energy is great.
How many trades taken in gold? Two trades. Goldie took buys on gold earlier over here, and then London buy here too. Somewhere over here, right here. What do you think about buys in gold? Yeah, they're actually not bad. This, I didn't like the way this candle closed, so I don't really like that closure, but the 1 hour is coming back up here. So we'll see. We're kind of ranging a little bit. If we actually look at the 1 hour now, we're just stuck in this zone here. So I think maybe, let me get rid of this. Nice 1 hour buys above here will look pretty good. Or a 1 hour support. If you can get a stronger 1 hour support, we're failing to break below here, then maybe. But you got that resistance there, so. If you got it off the 30, not bad. That confirmation was too weak for me, though.
Hell, bro, it's a nasty 30-minute confirmation.
Yeah. That's like this one here. Like, I don't like this one here, but price still moved up.
That's nasty.
Pass my combine? Let's go, Nick. Thanks to me. No, brother. Thanks to you. Oh, my presence on YouTube? Yeah, man. But you went out and did the work. You went out and did the work, brother. So congratulations. And that's the thing here. I'm not going to take credit for your losses. I'm not going to take credit for your wins. None of that. That's all you. You know, I'm just here to blab a little bit, and whatever I say, hopefully it can help you in any way. And you take credit for your wins, and you know, credit for your losses. Basically, you're just up here watching me on my journey as a trader. But you're also gonna get what up, Green? You're also gonna get a lot of different stuff here. You're not just gonna get the trading talk, right? You're gonna get a lot of life lessons and new philosophies to look into. And you know, there's a bit of a difference between me and most of these trading coaches. Like I was saying earlier, it's like, you know, I truly pour my life into y'all. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm praying that certain people have ears to hear this stuff, because this stuff will change your life. And if you get it and take a hold of it and apply it, it's over. It's over. You'll do things you never thought were possible. Green, how we feeling?
Green,
we already took 2 trades. Where you been? You slept in today because you're traveling, eh? Green's at
Green,
the airport
bro.
trying to make money.
See you later, brother.
Don't talk to me like that. I won't pick you up from the airport later.
Just leave him to starve. Green, you missed a beautiful trade this morning, bro. You should have been there, but it's all good.
Where were you, Green?
Bro, you're on
Hi,
vacation
everyone.
mode, right?
Sebastian, we playing tomorrow. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, I got something for.
Wait, what?
Yeah, baby, I moved it. I moved it upstairs. Say hi to everyone. Look at Uncle John, Rafi, whole gang's here. Say what's up.
Hey!
Hi, Lily.
He's waving. He's waving to the actual Zoom camera. Say hi. They can't see you. They can hear you. Say hello. John sleeping.
Give
How
him
you
the mic.
doing?
Give him the mic.
Yeah, bro, let him speak.
John was sleeping. Oh my gosh, he was sleeping. Oh my goodness, I'm letting the market.
I was sleeping there. Hero of the day got me, bro. He sniped me.
Hi. Hi. Hey, John. Come here, sweetie. Ah, there's all-
Fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall.
You're gonna fall. Daddy won't let you fall. Remember? Okay, say bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Say win the day.
Win the day.
Let's go. Win the day.
Lele
Layla's
Gems.
gonna be the most positive kid I'll ever.
Lele Gems.
Nick's about to be having Lele, or already. Nick already got Lele speaking those positive affirmations. That's a game changer right there. All right, band's counted up. Peace, bro. Peace, DJ Scratches. Catch you, bro.
Peace out, bands. Count it up. Have fun counting them bands up. What a
Okay,
day.
right?
Yeah, yeah. FX Lore, W, my friend. Glad the streams are helping out. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, any questions you guys have, don't hesitate to ask. See you later, DJ. See, one of the big difference is over here, you know, I've had such great mentorship over the last like 12 years, and I've sat in rooms that maybe I shouldn't even have been in and got to hear things that have ultimately got me the life I have today. And that's because you guys weren't in those rooms. I'm here to relay the message, you know, and the philosophy that I was taught. As you guys know, like anytime I try to just thank my mentor for anything he's done, he's always said the way to thank me is to pay it forward. So a lot of these other streamers that you know, they weren't in those rooms. You know, they weren't getting that wisdom and that knowledge and that understanding from other leaders, other men who have really achieved greatness. So I'm here to give that to y'all. You know what I mean? You guys weren't there, but you're here. And that's where the philosophy that I have comes from 10 years and being in those meeting rooms and those hotel lobbies and putting in the work and meeting my mentor at diners late at night and watching him cast a vision and, you know, share the principles that got him to where he was. Ultimately, I just duplicated it, you know, I just copied him. And again, because you guys weren't in those rooms with me, I'm here to, you know, share what I learned. So that's why I be praying y'all have ears to hear, man. It's crazy stuff. The trade in London, I love how the 30 looked, but the 15-minute close below. Yeah, that's something we're going to talk a little bit about in the clubhouse a little bit more. And then we'll obviously share here too. But like a lot of us now have multiple XFA accounts. So for me, like I have multiple XFA accounts. So I think what we're going to start, or at least what I'm going to start doing, is I'm going to start having one or two of those accounts be what we're calling like aggressive accounts. So when it comes to like the trade geo in London, I think that 30 could have been executed off one of your aggressive accounts, where maybe the other account could sit tight and wait for the 15 closure above the range. So we're going to talk a lot more about that within the clubhouse and dial some of that stuff in. But yeah, that's kind of like more of an aggressive entry off that 30, and then the 15 would have been more of like a, you know, conservative type of entry. Can't afford the clubhouse. By the way, the clubhouse is going to be doing something really special soon, and we are working on this. It's in the process, but we are going to potentially be able to grant scholarships for, you know, we know that there's a lot of very dedicated people that are from maybe countries that the money just doesn't go that far, but their commitment level is there, and there's obviously going to be something that you're going to have to prove, right? Some sort of thing, something that we're going to track in order to say, okay, we'll grant you a scholarship. And we want to be able to give opportunity to those that maybe really can't, like $150, I think in some places like someone's monthly income. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, we understand that, and we want to be there to help as much as possible, but you got to help yourself, you know, so you're going to have to go through some sort of evaluation or, you know, challenge, you know, something, right, that just shows us that you deserve a scholarship, and we want to pour into those that want to commit, you know what I mean? And I understand it. I get it. There's some of you guys live in places where, you know, it's just not even a thought affordable, and you come here and you guys have wide open ears and wide open hearts, and I want to help, continue to help you. So we're working on that. You know, we're working on that. That'll come soon, and yeah, it'll be pretty dope. The Doge hearing's happening right now. Yeah, Doji. Where do babies come from? That's where I jump in the pool like Bluey's dad did that one in that one episode. It's like, where do babies come from? He's like, right into the water. No, you know what's cool about kids is you can manipulate their mind, right? So you can get them to I can easily get, like, let's say Alea was crying about something, I could easily fix her mind on. So once you understand the way the mind works, I could easily just fix her mind on something else, get her to stop crying so quickly. So yeah, if they ask like crazy tough questions like that, I'd be like, well, look at that, there's a pelican over there. You know what I mean? They'll forget all about the question.
Looks like Gold's,
Spinza. I like that name.
Gold take a nap.
Gold took a nap here, and we just dropped bars after bars after bars after bars.
For real, bro.
Yeah, psychological win today.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yep.
Sir. Absolutely.
Maybe we'll get a scholarship going from Miguel. What do you think, Miguel?
Bro, give him the whole thing free.
Hell no.
Bro, we trolling, bro. We doing a little trolling.
Clubhouse 150. That's $5 a day. Yeah, facts.
Bro, weird.
$5 a day.
I'm sure you spend more than that in like coffee or something.
Yo, if you buy like
didn't even think about.
Bro, if you buy like
this
a
is a
3
straight
month
college university, bro, that we got going on here.
Yeah, if you get a 3 month or a 6 month, you got like legit the deal of a freaking lifetime. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy for a full like 30 days. I mean, that's crazy.
Anyone who got the 6 months is doing it right.
Yo, I'd be getting the 6 month, I'll tell you that.
Hell yeah.
Damn near $100 a month. It's enough to deal with on your own. Yeah. That's right, Green. Green made it back quick.
Oh yeah.
If you bought a 6 month membership to the clubhouse and you traded with us this week, you most likely made your money back. Even with 1 or 2 losses. All right, who else got questions? What time is it? As I said, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. It's 10:30. I'll stick around for, a little bit longer if you guys have any questions. It looks like gold's consolidating a little bit here. 30 minutes not really doing much. 15 minutes ranging. But I'll stick around to help if you guys do have any sort of questions or anything. About to lock out. Good. 3, 2, 1 lockout, man. If you guys are up in profits on the day, lock that thing. Lock that thing. I'm up on every account here.
I'm done, bro.
500, 800, 1,000. This was a combine that I was taking. 2,700, 620, 1,000, 580, and 800. So I'm chilling today.
We successfully robbed the banks. Now, time to not be seen from the cops. Time to dip.
All XFA money. I think I'm probably gonna withdraw something here this week again. I took a buy based off the 1 hour time frame. Okay, cool. Which one? Which one? This 1 hour, or I took one off 1 hour too, but I don't know if it was the same one. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Chief Chris. Yeah, good info today. This is definitely a stream to go back and check out later and watch. And 5K in my country will change 2 or 3 families' lives. That's what I'm saying, gang. I pulled 5K like twice this month, right? From Top Step. So that's what I mean. Like, if you really get serious about this, I mean, you truly have the opportunity to live the dream. Tick Trader or I don't think I've ever heard of those. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that. Do I have any other businesses going on? I do. I have some big businesses running and starting up and all that. Yep. Boom, boom. What are your trading times, like volume times during Asian and London? So we stream. So the Asian stream goes from 8 p.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. And then typically in between that, around from like 8 to 10 is volume time for. Usually we'll see like the 9 o'clock candle give us the work, but 8 to 10 p.m. is when we're on for Asian, and then London starts basically pre-London. So right now it's 2:30 a.m. until you guys change your clocks back for me Eastern, up until around 4 a.m. Today we were there until 5 a.m. Some days we. Just depends on what's happening, like today we started live streaming at 2:30 a.m. We're still live streaming. like this London stream lasted till 5:30 or something, and then John jumped on pre-NY at 5:45. I seen the link go out. So we've basically been live streaming since 2:30 a.m. today. And then I came on here, so yeah, we've been live streaming for like 8 hours.
Let's go, bro.
Gotta love it. Catching some pips.
Time for a nap now.
The candle that's running now. Okay, so you took this buy right here. Yeah, we did take trades. We took on gold. So this buy position right here. Boom. Boom, bam, closed my partials right here, and then went a little bit more into profit, and then came back and hit break even, but closed 80% of my position there, and then I took this buy later in pre-New York right here. Boom, and then this one I closed right around there. Yeah, those are my two positions here today. 2 buys on gold. Basically 2 counter trend trades, to be honest. Right? The day that we're like, hey, gold's going to be bullish. Gold's going to be bullish. Pushes up, pulls back. So, yeah, I think I'm done here for the day. See you tomorrow, Gio.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it too.
Yeah.
Latest until I see a pullback here on US 500, but other than that,
Yep.
I'm gonna call it.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Let's do it. I'll probably stick around for like another half hour or so. Maybe
Hey, no.
take the party into the clubhouse.
Cool.
Yeah,
All
bet,
right.
Rafi. Have a good day, brother.
Nick, thank you for having me. Johnny James,
Yes, sir,
what a
G.
day. What a morning. It was
Great
awesome.
day, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, chat. You guys stay out of trouble. Stay locked in. See you
Stay
guys
out of trouble.
tomorrow.
Tell him, Rafi.
Peace
Stay
out,
out of
Rafi.
trouble.
See you later, brother.
All right, see you guys.
Peace, bro.
Later, brother. Enjoy the day.
Stay out of trouble, guys.
Enjoy the day. Let's see. Any other good questions before we head out here today? Great time. I've enjoyed my time here with you all today. Let's see. I think we're good then. I'm gonna spend about a half hour in the clubhouse. Maybe we'll go through the day real quick. We'll see about Trump talking in a few minutes, and then we'll call it. Should I go for a walk or take a quick nap? I think walk. Do the walk.
All right, bad. Thanks, bro. I think
Ain't
I
no
was gonna do that anyway.
That nap, man, you wake up, you don't know where you're at.
Yeah, bro. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel dead, bro. I'll breathe some fresh air in.
Yeah. What do you do? What we can do when lost account after first payout? Buy another one. Because me, I don't look at it like I lost accounts and this. I'm totally fine with losing accounts. Like for instance, these 150Ks that I got 2 of them. I've already taken 52 plus. So I've already taken 52 plus 5, 6, 7. About $8,000 from these accounts here. So let's just say $8,000, just about average. So if I lose this account that I paid $150 for, plus activation fee of $150, so basically times that by 2, so that'd be $150 is $300 plus the activation fees. That would put me at a net investment of $600. Right, so I invested $600 into these 2 XFAs, and I've pulled out $8,000. So, if I lose these XFAs, I can care less because I'm a business owner and I'm only looking at ROI, which is, for those that don't know, return on investment. So my return on investment was, let's do $8,000 minus $600. So I made $7,400 on these accounts so far. And I'm currently $4,600 up on one and $5,200 up on the other. So I could take another 25 from here and another 2 from there. So what does that put us at? 25. So that's 8,000, 9, 10,000, 11, 12,000. So basically, right here, right now, I could pull more money, and that 6,000 could actually be 12,000. So I just look at ROI. You know, I'm done with the whole like challenge and I gotta hold this account because I need to be known as a great trader. Blah, blah, blah. Nah, just show me the money. Just pay me. That's all I care about, right? So as long as I'm getting paid and the ROI is there, I'm Gucci. So if I lose these accounts tomorrow or the next day, it doesn't stress me out too much. I'll just take part of that 10,000 and buy 2 more accounts for 300. How you doing?
Simple, bro. You make it simple.
Yeah, if you guys are need to learn the top step payout process, I did a video. I think this one, this one will help you a little bit more in terms of like the process. These 2, I was basically just flexing. You gotta flex on them sometimes. Using Express Live accounts will help. Yeah, best platform. I like Top Step X, probably the best one. Top Step X. See you later, Sam, man. Have a great day, bro.
Peace, man.
Let's see. Yeah, I would say the best platform for on Top Step is Top Step X. That's this one that I'm using here. This one's pretty good. I've been buying my accounts from Top Step. Yeah, I haven't really used any other companies at all. Not because they're not good or anything. I just haven't tried them. See you later, brother. See you, Sam, man. Do I copy trade all of them? No, I was only copy trading my 150s. But yesterday I actually took the copy trader off. So I didn't even do that on purpose. To be honest, I don't even remember doing that. But I'm happy it happened because I lost on one. The trade I took yesterday, I lost. So I only lost it on one, which was pretty good. Blessed and highly favored, eh? That just happens when you're blessed and highly favored. When you're blessed and highly favored, you just get blessed and you become highly favored.
Facts.
So I'm not too sure how one of those accounts even got off of the copy trade. I don't even remember doing that. First day of spring. Enjoy it, brother. Enjoy it. Let me catch up here on the clubhouse. Appreciate you, JDZ. Yeah, man. Just, yep. Minefield vibes. Enjoy the weather, Billy. All right, yeah, I think I'm gonna head out. Damn, I was 200 messages back on the clubhouse chat. I am so sorry. Wow.
Damn, bro.
How though? Yo,
Don't let it happen again.
Clubhouse. How does Clubhouse have more motion than YouTube? Holy. It's a vibe.
Oh, we got motion.
Do I have a video explaining moving from forex to futures? I don't, but maybe I should.
It's honestly all the same, you know, like it's the same thing, kind of. It's just different lots and stuff like that.
Yeah. How long have I been with Top Step? Probably for like maybe the beginning of the year, maybe in December. I might have taken an account. I'm not too sure, but not too long. Not too long. You're welcome, Elijah. You're welcome, man. Oh, I look forward to seeing you in the clubhouse tomorrow then, bro. Yeah, when you get in there, don't be afraid to ask any questions, send charts. Go check out the webinars. I believe even if you never showed up to a clubhouse live stream, I believe you could change your whole entire trading just by going through the webinars. But cool. I think I'm gonna head out. Great day here. As always, I've enjoyed my time with you all. I think it was well spent, and hopefully, you know, you guys took one or two things away from today's live stream that, you know, can just help improve the quality of your life. That's the only goal here is if you come in, we just want to leave you better, you know, on the way out. So I hope you guys got a little better today, and until tomorrow, we were down, but now we're up. See y'all later.
Thank you, bro.
Johnny Gems. See you in a bit, G.
Sure. Peace, bro.
Chat.
Peace,
Love
chat.
y'all.
Have a good day.
Seriously,
Gotcha.
love y'all, and I'm praying for a bright future for you guys. And hopefully these topics and conversations make sense and hit home for you. All right. Ahala. See you guys later.
Peace.
And I'm out like that.
I was down, but now I'm
Peace, G's. Have a great day. Later.
It's all God, this ain't no lie. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, it's all God, this ain't no lie. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spent in the dark, putting in good work, even though you didn't even know that it would work. Talking about a man who grew up in woodwork, do it for the love of it, that's the way it should work. Yeah, yeah. I know some people gon' look at me crazy and I was stuck, I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm down. Now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack and the Beast. I jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and a mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet like a feline, put them back in the seat like a recline. Ay, what you mean I'm not worthy? Did it with a purpose, didn't need a permit. Digging from the bottom and I brought it to the surface. Mind your business now, who I worship. Who the little guy making big, big, big moves. Tick-tock, turn it to a tick, 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 boom. Yeah, I talk a lot of stuff, probably thought it was a bluff, till I went and turned it where I was down, but now I'm up. Let's go. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up.
Days just feel the same. Why can't life just change? I've been trying to find my way. I'm tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be tired of going through the motions.
Trying to make it through a long day with a uniform for a shirt. So quick to lose inspiration when I'm clocking back into work. It could be worse. I ain't sleeping in the dirt. I've been going through the motions while I'm on this earth. What's it worth? All this time been passing. Feels like I'm losing passion. Please God, make something happen. It feels like nothing happens. I need changes for the better. I've been walking through the weather. I'm so used to saying never. Maybe never last forever. I don't know. Feel my pain when I go through the rain. You go through the same. Look at that, damn, now I gotta do me, boy, stay in my lane. I gotta live my life for the light, man, I can't wait. Yeah, I ain't going down the drain, tired of going through the motions. Days just feel the same. Why can't life just change? I've been trying to find my way. I'm tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be me. Tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be me. Tired of going through the motions. I got a Ford Focus, wish I had a Mercedes. Driving around the city, man, my schedule been crazy. I'm tired of being single, wish I had me a lady. I'm trying to find a promised land and someone gon' take me. Hey Chris, man, the world ain't really about you. It seems like you got something to prove. Yeah, I'm at a show, hop on the stage and go. I'm hearing a round of applause, but what if I lose my soul? All them long nights, lost in the hype, and we had to finish a song. Man, I've lost sight, looking at lights, I never let go of the phone. What if my whole life I missed the point, and then I end up alone? Emotions gon' make you a clone. Days just feel the same. Why can't life just change? I've been trying to find my way. I'm tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be tired of going through the motions.